.22 long rifle out of a Ruger Mark II.
Hey guys, so welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the auto reset handgun target from Challenge Targets. It comes with some assembly required. It's pretty easy. Some common tools you probably have laying around the house you can use to put this guy together. There's 4 nuts and bolts that need to be slipped through and tightened down. 2 on the impact plate side, and then 2 on the stake side. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video for a code to get 15% off at Challenge Targets. You finish assembling the target by approximating the 2 ends together. The holes will line up. You grab the bolt, just slide it in just a little bit just to get the 3 ends of one side. Grab the spring, orientate in the proper direction, which I'll show you here in just a moment, and then slide the bolt the rest of the way through out the other side, and then grab the cotter pin and slide it over to hold the bolt in place so it won't come out. And that's it, you're done. So your spring in the back here needs to be in the proper orientation. In the center here is for .22 long rifle and rimfire, and then move it over to the side for center fire handgun rounds. So it'll be a little stiffer and resist impact better and reset properly.
So Challenge Targets recommends shooting all their steel plates at least 10 yards, depending for handguns, and longer for rifles. Of course, this is a handgun only target that we're shooting here today, so we'll only be shooting handgun and .22 long rifle at it. So as you can tell, when the stake starts getting moved around, if the ground's soft, it will change the orientation of the target so that the reset isn't as positive as it was when you put it in the ground properly. So depending on how many rounds you're putting into this guy in a single session, you know, once you hit the 75, maybe 75 round mark, probably going to need to reposition it, maybe 100 rounds. Depends on how hard or soft the ground is. We just came out of a big rain here recently, so the ground's kind of soft. It's not as hard as it necessarily would be, so it's going to move around a little bit more. But otherwise, still, it's having a blast. Rifle at it. So as you can tell, I really like steel targets. They're a blast to shoot. They're a lot of fun. They give you both that auditory and visual response. Visual with this one as far as it moves, just like the other kind of stake and shoot targets. Speaking of this one being the auto reset target, if you want to reset its appearance, and you don't have to, but if you want to, just a can of black spray paint. We'll clean that up really quick, really nice, make it look brand new. One thing I do in the wintertime before I store my steel targets, rather than using this El Cheapo can of spray paint, I'll actually pick up some Krylon, some decent Krylon, and just hit most of my targets where they've been hit with rounds, and just hit them with a quick can of decent Krylon before I store them in the shed outside for the winter. That way they're kind of good for the winter. You don't have to worry about any rust or anything else. I mean, I normally don't have that problem since I store them inside, but just for my own peace of mind, you're investing money in a steel target. Even though these are pretty economical in price, you're investing the money in a steel target. You take care of your stuff, it'll last a very long time. So thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate it. If you want to check out a code to get a discount on these direct from Challenge Targets, look in the description down below. I'll have one of those for you. And shout out to Challenge Targets for helping our subscribers out with that. Speaking of which, please subscribe. Helps our channel a lot, helps us grow, increase our reach. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. You can also follow us on Facebook, Google+, Twitter. We're all over out there. Of course, 13cgunreviews.com. Thanks so much, everybody. We really appreciate it. Stay safe.